What's going on, traders? This is Jack with the Trading Tribe. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go through another trade that I've just put on in the natural gas futures market. I ended up exiting this trade on Thursday, December 19th, which will be the day before this is actually released, but wanted to walk through the trade kind of start to finish. I know we just had another natural gas trade that I put here on the channel on my last video. So if you have not watched that, definitely get out of here and watch that first and then come back. But natural gas, right, has been on a monster uptrend lately. And so we've had multiple uptrend type trades really every week in the past few weeks, and wanted to come back on the channel to kind of review how I was able to pull out another $6,500 of profit out of the market, kind of what my strategy was this time around with this trade, as it was very, very similar to kind of what we did on that last trade. I ended up risking about $2,000 for $6,600, so it was a little bit better than like a 3-to-1 in terms of kind of a profit and loss factor. And we'll kind of look at the trade here as well. So if I kind of zoom out here on TrazeZella, we can see natural gas on the 15-minute chart, right, at least is having a really, really nice uptrend. We're on the 16th of December, had this really nice pullback, and then essentially started trending again, or started turning again for kind of another leg up. And that's essentially when I got in. So I took about 4 contracts right here, about midday on the 18th, and then I added on the 19th in the morning, and then I ended up getting out as it approached that prior resistance level, kind of at target or close to target. For my executions, here were my entries, and then I exited everything all together at 3,544 for that 6.6 thousand after fees. We can see in terms of kind of stability, right? This was a really, really nice trade because really the entire time I was in the profit. So it was pretty stable at the beginning, close to break even, but quickly ramped to 1,000 and then 2,000, 4,000, and eventually hit that max target of about $6.6 thousand. If I close out of TrazeZella, we can also see those same executions here in ThinkorSwim. So here is my ThinkorSwim account. You can see I essentially got in on that kind of VWAP break at the end of the day on Wednesday. I ended up adding this morning, and then of course I exited right near that target or that key level. Now, if we kind of talk through the trade idea, as a swing trader, I'm typically finding these trades here on the left on kind of the longer term time frames. This 4-hour chart is definitely one that I've been watching quite a bit here on natural gas, as we can see based on the moving averages, right? This 20 daily moving average has offered some really nice buys, and that's essentially where this whole idea stemmed from. We saw it hold the 20 just like it did last week and the week before that. And this 20 moving average has offered some really nice bounces back to the upside. And that's essentially what gave us the idea for this trade. And we had a really clear target as that 3.55 area ended up being kind of a prior resistance area. It's actually going past that now, but at the end of the day, right, that's kind of how I'll base my targets typically. So where it went in the past, typically where I'll cut it for my swing trades, just because it's very tricky to tell if we're going to get a move past the prior resistance area or if we aren't. So I'll typically either cut everything up at that prior level or cut most of my position. In this case, I ended up cutting everything kind of right near that white line, as you can see right here. So I got out of the full trade there, did add along the way. So this morning I actually added around 6 o'clock Central, but ended up getting in most of the trade on kind of the night session the day before. Hopefully this makes sense though on kind of trading uptrends, kind of how I'll typically do it. I will wait for these futures to essentially prove that we have found kind of a floor. And then as that futures contract begins to move up, that's essentially when I will start buying, managing risk, of course, underneath that low. And then, of course, right, it ended up hitting target today. So lots of potential here. We're getting another really big move up, which will likely offer another pullback here shortly. And I'll keep the channel posted really on any progress there. Feel free to also like and subscribe to the channel for a lot more content like this. And we'll be back next time. Thanks, everyone.